Good afternoon, Fountain Church. We want to take just a couple of minutes today to let you know something exciting that's going to go on tomorrow. Something that we had been planning for weeks and maybe even months, that we got derailed on with everything going on with coronavirus and COVID-19 and not being able to meet. But we've made a decision within the past couple of days. We're going to take this idea that we had and we're going to make it available now, even under these strange circumstances. What we're talking about is something historically referred to as a Tenebrae service. And if you're thinking you don't know what Tenebrae means, that's probably because you don't. It's a Latin word that means darkness or shadows. And it's a word that encapsulates and describes and illustrates the tone of Good Friday. So the idea of a Tenebrae service is that we would come together, or in this case, view together, a room illuminated only by 7 candles. So there aren't overhead lights on, no lights from any screens, very limited light even through the windows. It's a pretty dark room with 7 candles. And we listen to music or we sing music, and we read our way through John's account of Jesus' arrest, betrayal, crucifixion, and death. And as the narrative moves, and as different points of the narrative come to an end, one of those candles is extinguished until at last we hear the words, "It's finished." And Jesus gives up his spirit. The last candle is extinguished, and we find ourselves sitting in darkness. The whole idea there is that there are simply things going on in the gospel narrative that transcend our ability to grasp them with our minds. Add to that the reality that God has blessed Fountain Church with lots of families and lots of young kids. Now, I'm a preacher. God's blessed me to preach and given me a burden for it. I love to preach. He's also blessed me with 3 children. I have a 4-year-old, a 2-year-old, and a 6-month-old, and I know that I could preach my little heart out and give you the best sermon that my mind and heart could come up with on the nature of the atonement. And it could be biblically faithful and pleasing to the Lord, and there would just be things about it that my 4-year-old could not grasp. But my 4-year-old understands what it means to sit in darkness. And so that service gives me an opportunity to speak into the mind and heart of my son, my 4-year-old, and explain to him that Christ himself came into our darkness. He was thrust into it. He overcame it. The darkness has not overcome him. And so tomorrow night at 7:45, we're going to live stream this service. With that live stream, you're going to get some instructions. And our invitation to you is to come along with us from your home, from your living room. Our hope would be that you would conduct this service in your home with your family. And so we're going to send some instructions out to you about how you can do that. But we would invite you to watch our live stream. And as we make our way through the narrative, as we extinguish candles, that you would follow us, that you would extinguish candles, that you would sing with us as we provide those resources. And we hope that it will be a really wonderful opportunity for your family to worship the living Christ on this Good Friday. So tomorrow night, Good Friday, 7:45 p.m., our YouTube channel, we will live stream a Tenebrae service, and we hope that you will join us there. Thank you.